Go lay down. Go lay down. Devastri, hey. So I'm going to have a running contest for you to see if you're the first one that pops in every time. Because so far, you're the man. How's your day going? I see. Hopefully nothing too serious. Is it just sniffles or no fever, I hope? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had 3 kids, and so they were all in elementary and middle school, and man, those were the sickest years of my life. They were bringing stuff home all the time. But then in high school, it just all went away. I'm dropping frames tonight. I haven't dropped frames in a month. Maybe it's done. Croup. I've heard of croup. I don't remember what it is. Is that a cough? Kind of an infectious cough. Okay. Sounds familiar. I wonder if my kids had that once. Yeah. Is it a dry cough or a wet cough? Okay, well, hope he's doing good. He or she, boy or girl? Your youngest kid. So how many kids do you have? Boys, girls, ages? We've never talked family. Now's a good time. Boy, 2 years old. In kindergarten already? Wow, you guys start them young. Now, if I remember, you're in Norway? And if I don't remember, sorry. But I think you're in Norway, right? Yeah, understood. not get a spot in kindergarten, the government will pay you close to $1,000 a month to compensate for expenses you may have from skipping work or getting a nanny. Yeah. This isn't the first time that I've heard of other countries taking care of families. You don't find any good stuff like that here. My wife, who went to school for Kazakhstan, it's not family based. I don't think she got any rewards for family, but they paid her to learn. Paid her to go to school, and as long as she got good grades, she kept getting more of a stipend. I think that's awesome. And I have friends of the family in Germany. I know they get tons of support for family stuff in Germany. San Diego. So it's California, right on the border with Mexico. Although I'm like an hour away from the border. 45 minutes. I'm not that close. So I'm a couple hours south of Los Angeles. Wow. So what do you remember from California? What do you remember from San Diego? Yeah, the world's largest comic convention is held in San Diego. Yeah, I don't know how much you can see in San Diego like in a few days. There's not a lot to do here, to be honest. There's the beach. So a lot of people really love going to the beach. There's some arts, some pretty decent museums. World famous zoo, so the zoo must be pretty good. I don't know, I feel like less than a week or 3 days, you kind of get a good feel for San Diego. It's not like other cities where there's stuff to do for forever. But usually the weather's really good. So people tend to like the weather. Especially if they're visiting in the winter from somewhere that's cold. And they kiss the ground they're on. Yeah, it's kind of weird. We don't get water currents that are especially warm. I think it's pretty rare that we get any ocean water in the 70s probably. Maybe we get like low 70s, 71, 72. And when we get those days, man, the ocean feels just awesome. Very comfortable. What are your summers like in Norway? How much, what are your seasons like? I mean, your winters have to be horrendous, but what about your summers? Summers can vary. Last year was amazing. Before that, it was terrible. Hardly any days warmer than 20 Celsius. 0 is freezing, so 20 degrees is probably like 35, 40 Fahrenheit, right? That is cold, and that's in summer? Wow. Do I have my temperatures right? That seems like frigid. $68. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty. That's, you know, that's like, you might have nice days, but it never warms up. Supposedly I have a lot of blood from Norway. Well, not a lot, but some. My family supposedly have some relatives if you go back far enough from Norway. The Netherlands. It's another spot I've got family or ties from. It's about 3.5 hours. Santa Barbara is very pretty. Nice place to live. It's on the other side of LA. So yeah, it takes a while to get there. I think there's supposed to be a good art community in Santa Barbara. I can either confirm or deny, but I think so. I stayed in a bed and breakfast there one time. Oh, autosave. Your father's Italian, okay. My kid's mom is half Italian. No, she's full Italian. So my kids are half Italian. From Sicily. Hey, Bob. I was wondering if you were ever going to show up again. How are you doing? Yeah, I don't blame you. Get some good sleep. I try, but I just can't. You're on the East Coast, so it's 3 a.m. for you already. Oh yeah, that's rough. Hard to stay up for my streams when you're 3 hours ahead. So yeah, well, I'm glad you stopped in and say hi. I have to get some earlier streams. I say it all the time, but I can never seem to really get it earlier. Had some crazy projects. Now that's, I'm assuming when you say projects, it's always going to be music projects. Is that what you're talking about? Full-time software consultant. All right, I didn't remember that. The music is the fun part. Mm-hmm. Well, you should talk to Tavastri. He's a, let's see if I get it right, systems engineer. I don't know if I get it exactly right. Sorry, guys. Now, what does a software consultant do? Do you do the programming? Like, do you get clients and they say, here's my problem, and you come up with the solution? And if you're a consultant, usually that's working on your own. So you're working on your own? Independent? Or you're with the firm? Work for a firm, yeah. So I'm a bit ignorant in the software world. So you do a bit of both, a little bit of development. But say you're not doing development and you're only doing consulting. What do you do when you're consulting? What types of things do you consult with the customer about? All right, now I understand. Yeah, so are you looking at databases mostly? Or, I don't know the correct terms, but more like hard? Trying to think. Embedded systems, or what type of stuff? I would assume it's a lot of database work if you're helping other companies. HR systems as in human resources? Man, I can't even think of terms. So do they have like specialized tools? Now obviously the answer is yes. So, but do they do specialized programming languages, or is it still database driven, or what do they need? Those are kind of funky. It depends. You know what? The whole world has that as their default answer. So many times you ask someone, question A, and they always start off, well, it depends. I know it depends, but answer the question. Trying to think, the last big company I was working in, they spent $10 million, and what was it? They were going to develop some tools with, I can't think, big database tools, but it wasn't Oracle. No, it wasn't any database stuff. Can't believe I can't think right now. But it's a huge system. They're like worldwide. Still looking at it. Well, my point is they spent 10 million, started developing it, and then they scrapped it. Stuck with Oracle. Blew my mind. Gosh darn it, what was it? SCI? SCI? No. Yeah, in our case, we had like a VP who really was pushing for it, pushing for it, pushing for it. And I don't know exactly why they opted to stick with what they got, but I think they just, like a lot of those programs, or a lot of switching from legacy to something new, it always is like 4 or 5 times more complicated than you think in the beginning. Gosh darn it. What is the freaking system? I bet you know it completely because it's worldwide, but I can't think of what it is. Corporate software. Platforms. SAP. That's what it was. So it's an ERP system and other things. But yeah, they were going to base it on SAP programs, products. But man, it was complicated. I was on the team just doing the pulling information from my department. I can't even remember what they were going to try to incorporate into the system and stuff, and it's just like so much work. So much work and not a lot getting done. My experience, at least in the big company that I was at, is that a lot of people want to get things done. But when it comes to learning new systems like that, a lot of people have no clue. And I mean like marketing and merchandising. They have no clue about the technology really. And it's really hard to get them to understand, why they might need to change it or what they'd have to do. They kind of look at you like deer in the headlights. But even I didn't understand SAP. I was like, I don't know. That shit was hard. But the thing was, I don't even know why they kept that VP. So they kept the VP, committed all that money, and it seems to me they should have been sort of pissed off. It's like, hey, we just wasted $10 million. Yeah, I knew they were one of the huge, worldwide companies. I just couldn't remember them at first. So do you consult about SAP, or are they like a competitor, or do you recommend their systems sometimes, or no crossover? What's up with that? Ah, sure. All right. Fair enough. Mm-hmm. There he is. Bodie, I was going to make sure I stayed on until you got on tonight, since you asked if I was going to be streaming. Now I'm free to go to sleep. See you later. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you are early. You're usually a couple hours later in the night for me. Cool. Bob, if you ever want to, show something, whether a link or put in Discord, I always like to see art. So, Bodie, you wake up early just for the stream? Or are you doing some work early or something? Yeah. Creeping later and later, yeah. I pretty much, I'm up at 9 every morning, and that's a late start. But that's the compromise. If I had my way, I probably would work, drawing 4 a.m. every single night and sleep till 10. And then wake up, start all over again. Good thing I have a wife to keep me straight. Well, since you specifically asked on Instagram, I was committed. I had to be here. Had to be here for you. I kind of like that about Twitch is I feel kind of obligated to be here and keep going, which I think is a good thing. Especially since you guys subbed just recently too, so money is money. You have to pry yourself away to go to bed. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not a I'm just not an early bird, and I'm definitely a late bird. I've always been that way. Hi, Art Plushie. You know what? I was watching some of your videos today. I haven't seen the live stream, unfortunately, but I was catching up on some videos, and it was a crack up watching you dance with your bird. That was really cool. Ah, thanks, Art. Art Plushie. I think I'll call you Plushie. That seems to be more feminine. So you're one of my big lurkers that I don't know about, huh? Okay, good to know. I've got a couple lurkers. Tavastri I don't count as a lurker because he actually comes in and talks a lot. But I know Bearpaw lurks a lot. And I know now that you lurk a lot. So it's a couple others. Works for me. Works for me. Glad you say hi once in a while. So yeah, that's where I'm at so far. Still working on that. You know what? It's good. I've seen. I can't remember her name. There's a singer plays guitar, but she's got her kittens, and her kittens get a lot of attention. And you know, it's cute. Her kittens are cute, and she's talented. She can sing and write the songs and stuff. But I liked your little niche there, right, with the bird. Like, that's actually a good idea. And it's super funny when the bird starts dancing when you bob your head. That's hilarious. Yeah, yours definitely high energy. Sometimes I wonder if, you know, not that I have to be just like that, but sometimes I was actually wondering about this today before I saw your video. It's like sometimes I feel like I wonder if I bore people because it's so mellow. So I'm not dreading it, but I was just like, yeah, I just wonder what I can do to make the stream better or more interesting for newcomers. Yeah, okay. Burb is life. Hard to keep him off the camera, really. You think I'm good with my talking? Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to mention any names, but some streamers talk a lot. You know, I wonder what it is about my voice, to be honest, because you're not the first to say that the voice, you know, or imply that the voice sounds okay too. I wonder what it is. I had one person say my voice was very soothing. Like, that's cool. Hypnotize you. Yeah, see, Bob, that's what happens when you draw late at night. I tell everyone who has insomnia that if they can't sleep, just try sketching for a while, and they'll be asleep real quick. But okay, Bob, have a good night's sleep. Thanks for the info on your business and stuff, and I'll see you next time. My work is ace. Hey, that's the first time someone has said it that way. You know, I've really come a long way in the few months that I've been streaming. I'm pretty happy with this stuff nowadays. I think it's the fact that you're so calm. Yeah, I think I told someone that I have a temper, and he goes, "What? No way. No way do you have a temper." So yeah, I think I come across as a real calm dude. Yeah, not much really bugs me though. I get a good temper when I'm driving because I can't stand stupid drivers. Yeah, so then to give myself, or not myself, some credit, but you know, not to think of both sides of the coin. I thought maybe one of the good things about my streams being so late is that they are so chill, and so people, like you said, kind of they get to wind down at the end of the day when they're all done with everything else. Ride the waves of energy when I have them, but otherwise I zone in and work on what needs to be done. Yeah. So yeah, so here we are. You think I'm unique? I have a unique stream? I was kind of thinking, what do you mean by that? By unique? What's unique about it? I kind of feel like especially late at night, there's no one doing kind of traditional art style. You know, everyone's doing the manga anime because Asia's waking up. No, I get what you mean. Yeah, it works. And honestly, I mean, I'm slowly building up viewership even with this late night hours. So, but I get a lot of non-Americans. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, there's some really good anime artists, but I don't know why I never got into that style too much. Maybe because I didn't follow anime in general. Yeah. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to pick the art style, right? Do the keywords even work? So like, you know, I've got digital art, drawing, illustration, character creation, painting, and creative, but in English. Yeah, those are pretty broad. Yeah, it would be nice if they had something a little bit more fine-tuned. Cool, cool. And hopefully I'll get better and better and be more unique. But I've been thinking about my process too, and I'm pretty happy with the process. I think the process is kind of a little bit of a cheat, but then I'm like, but if I get better and better at this process, maybe it'll turn out to be something like, you know, worth doing, as opposed to just a raw painting. So many people paint. I think it's pretty easy, this process. It's very forgiving because you have so many layers that can kind of fix or hide your mistakes. Thank you very much. Yeah, sometimes it's a definitely a slower process, right? So it's more tedious, but I think as I get better, I might be able to compete with the painters, perhaps. We'll see. And no matter what, I think it's teaching me to paint, even though I don't realize it yet. Because all these layers, you know, are going through your mind when you're painting anyway. Got to ride to the studio. Don't stay up for you. Ah, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. I'll be up for at least an hour and a half more. Yeah, plus, yeah, I know what you mean. And that's what I'm kind of thinking, right? I think that's my roundabout way of kind of get to that point. It's like, I enjoy what I'm doing. So maybe I don't need to paint. Maybe I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, and it'll develop into a style that will identify me. I mean, that wasn't my goal when I started, but then I'm like, actually, I mean, I don't see anyone else that's doing art that looks like mine. Some people are better, so it looks more photorealistic or something, but I don't see anything that really looks like my style. And I wasn't thinking of it as my style, but maybe it is. So yeah. So that's what I was thinking. It's like, maybe I just stick with it and I'll be identified by it, which might be a good thing. Never know. Yeah, and that's the nice thing about Twitch and everyone that visits me here. You know, folks like you are very generous in your praise, and but it makes me feel like I'm onto something. Because I was worried in the very beginning that, like, just because I like it doesn't mean other people will like it. But I do get enough people that look at and give me good compliments, so I definitely think I'm onto something. Yeah, absolutely. I was telling someone today, I go, before I joined Twitch, honestly, I thought, what a weird thing to do. And I'll be perfectly candid, so don't hate me. But I was all like, yeah, what are everyone, they have no life, so they got to put their life on TV. What is that about? But then I was like, you know what? Okay, shut up. Let's follow it for a little while and see what's on. And then I was watching other artists, and I was like, man, this is actually really cool to see them work. And I like the artists that were doing more like what I'm doing. Like, they might talk, but they weren't talking too much. You know what I mean? They're just trying to relate. And I'm like, actually, that's really cool. So it's just grown on me more and more and more. Now I just love it. I love Twitch. It's freaking awesome. So many good things about it. It's definitely been a positive influence in my life already. Mathematically, if you enjoy it, there will definitely be at least a handful of people out in the world who will also will. Yep, and you can find like-minded people doing what you love. If you did something you didn't like, then you'd meet the wrong sorts. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. I mean, I'd like it to be self-sustaining someday. I don't know what the numbers is, what I would need. But you know, it doesn't take that much to be self-sustaining. I mean, it takes thousands of fans, but I don't know how many thousands. But when you think about the whole freaking world, you know, it should be easy to get a few thousand fans. But it's not. It's not easy. Be a crappy stream, forcing convo about stuff you don't care too much about. Yeah, so that sort of touches on what I was thinking. Some other streamers, and again, I'm never going to mention names, but they'll talk about all kinds of different topics. And a lot of times it's not even like art related, or it's not D&D related, or it's not game related. Sometimes it's something else. Usually it's nothing so bad like politics or anything, but it's always just something else. And I kind of get bored, you know. I'm here for the art. Let's talk about art. I could geek out about this stuff all day. But that's just me. I'm not sure either, but we'll get there. Yeah, the theory is you need 1,000 true fans, the diehard peeps who back you all the time and relate to you. That's actually a lower number than I thought. That's encouraging. Yeah, it's a lot lower than I thought. I would have thought, well, diehard fans, yeah, I probably would have thought like 3,000 diehard fans or 10,000 fans. But yeah, so 1,000 is a good number. I hope you're right. That'd be great. You're one of those streamers, but it's hard to stay focused on just art for me, especially with Snackle Maxi around. Snacky Maxi. Is that your bird? Oh yeah, I mean, if I could find 1,000 people that donated $1 a week, that would be phenomenal. So here's the other thing that Twitch has changed about me, and I don't know if it's going to matter or do anything or whatever, but I've been a very strong... Now, I've been a fan of a whole lot of artists, and I've been a very strong proponent that the artist gets to do what they want, and the fan can either stick around or not stick around, okay? So I've really been on the side of the artist. But when I came to Twitch, I was like sort of thinking completely different, that I want it to be, we'll say fans, followers, whatever. I don't know if I have true fans yet, right? But I want the followers to be part of the process. So that's kind of a different approach for me. And I don't know if it's a good thing or not, honestly, but it sounds kind of cool. So that's why I do these things, like, you know, if anyone donates or whatever, they pick a creature, right? So then, even though it's not a commission, they can still participate, still pick a creature, and then hopefully they're around to see me draw it. Swords Online. Yeah, you're a cockatoo. I had a cockatiel once. Not as smart, of course, but it was fun bird. I love cockatoos. I mean, if I were going to get birds again, it was definitely a cockatoo. I just love how smart they are and the character they have. He's back. Okay, shh. Don't talk about him anymore. Plus, you get me embarrassed. Don't talk about Bodhi. Art of Zod. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while, man. Yeah, cockatoos, so much character to them. They're fantastic. Yes, he's back. He tried to sneak up. Nah. Hello, Art of Zod. How are you doing? Yep, doing a werewolf. I took a long time picking Planet Chaos because I wasn't too sure about it, because it sounds very science fiction-y and I wanted something more fantasy related. But I settled with it. It started with the world I was going to create was the world of Chaos, and so it's KH''AOS. And then I said, all right, we'll just do Planet Chaos. Even if it sounds science fiction-y, I'll go with it. Yeah, this is a house cat, right? I think Art Plushie's a good name. Much more personable, I think, than Planet Chaos. But on the one hand, I'm like, once you know Planet Chaos, I mean, you just can't forget it. It's very easy to remember. So I think it's got that going for it. And of course, I got my logo. Fur is good if you want to ruffle it. Yeah, Conan would be welcome on Chaos. You pick Zod since you like Terrence Stamp. Now, I'm going to assume that was the actor that played Zod in Superman. Back in the, what was it, 70s? With Christopher Reeve. Yep, the original Zod. Yeah, I like him. I've seen him in a few other things. I like that guy. You find it punchy in an old school comic way for sure. Chaos, that is, not plushy. Old school comic book way. Yeah. I can't get away from my comic book influences. But it would make a good comic book publishing name too. So there's lots of reasons why I stuck with it. Where do I send my book pitch? Wouldn't that be cool? It'd be cool if we were working together someday. You know, Bodhi, you should be publishing stories because your style is so consistent. It's, as far as I know, it's unique. I don't know if you're kind of modeling after someone else, but you should be publishing something, and maybe you are, and I don't know about it, but I mean, let me know. Are you actually publishing any creative stories out there? You're not intentionally looking like anyone? Yeah, then that's good, because it's not like I recognize it as someone else's style, and in that regard, it's awesome. I just see your work and I think, man, there's so much potential here to something like this could explode. It looks like it would make a good animation style. Pick Your Path adventures? That sounds fun. I loved those when I was a kid. That was even before Dungeons and Dragons. It was Pick Your Path. So you think it's a great name? I'm sticking with it. Planet Chaos all the way. Now and forever. That's how I came to make them a way to have a feeling of adventure but contained. Now your Pick Your Path, is it targeted for the younger audience, or it just happens to be Pick Your Path? Hey Plushie, follow his Instagram for sure, because he puts stuff up like pretty much every day or very, very often. But his art style is unique, plus he adds story to all of his posts, so it's entertaining, not just for the art. So highly recommend it. Wait, I've never done a shout out. How does that work again? SO, right? Let's see if that works. That didn't do anything. Yeah, if you like different art styles, definitely check them out. Oh, so it's not just me. Do shoutouts have to be turned on or something? Maybe I don't have it turned on. Yeah, I'll definitely be watching your streams. Yeah, not only that, I've got Mac. So I don't get all the features that like Slobs gets, so it's only what works on OBS. Thank you, sir. You've been around long enough. It sort of looks okay when I'm doing it. You know, I give it credit. But then when I smooth it out, it looks even better. That was my monster voice. Scare you guys. So, keep on keeping on. The voice of chaos. I saw, am I dreaming it? No, I saw someone, they had some kind of voice modulator attached to it too, so they hit a button and they were talking and it was like reverberating and extra deep and everything like that. So I have all kinds of sound equipment. I'm gonna have to figure out how I can do that, because that'd be pretty cool to add something like that just for the fun of it. You know, I bet I could figure a way to make that happen pretty easily with, I would need a voice processor. I wonder if GarageBand has a voice processor. I think I'll look into that another time, but I bet I can figure something out. I've got Logic Pro somewhere. I should dig that out. Yeah, if I used the character skin but had a like a modulated voice, that would be cool. Or King. Let me see if I can pull that up. I haven't used it in so long. Let's see, so that plushie knows what we're talking about. One moment, please. Let me do a save too. I'm not even sure the avatar is a part of the source anymore. Let me check. Sources. Nope. I wonder if I have it on an old scene. I might have just got rid of it. Thing. Sources. Oh, this one has it. All right, hold on. I'll be able to show here in a sec. So plushie, we're talking about Adobe Character Animator, and it has the ability that once you take the time to set up an avatar and you animate it using their tools, then it can work live on your stream. And I had it when I started, but I haven't used it in a long time. So we're gonna see if it starts up again. Like the access the camera, allow, yeah, that's fine. Open project, where are you? Twitch avatar, there we are. There he is, the little dwarf guy there. Let me move him. So basically, you know, he shifts and moves along with me. If I spent more time, he would lip sync with me more. So if I do set the pose, ah, ah, ah. So it'd be cool to have him with a more of a deeper dwarf voice. Or like you said, I could do an Orc King. That would be cool. But yeah, fun program, fun program. I'm glad I didn't toss it out completely. I think I'll be adding it back to the stream. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I've only done partial of the mouth motions. There's other motions that I'm supposed to key up, but I got lazy when I made it. But at least he does the motions and stuff, so it's pretty cool. This was my first I think it was my first real drawing on Twitch too, was this dwarf guy. See his mustache? His mustache has a little bit of dynamics to it, a little bit of physics motions. Maybe I need to make it bigger so you guys can see it better. So, hey, you know, the programmers get all the credit. I just used their tool and had a lot of fun with it. All right, and away he goes back into his drawer. There's two apps that I have found that can do this. The first app, I don't know the name of it. It's a Japanese product. I don't even know if it works on the Mac. But the app that I used is Adobe Character Creator. So Adobe product, and they've had this app for not too long, 2 years maybe. And the last upgrade that they did allowed this functionality where you can do it live on stream. And they made it mostly for people that do podcasts, so they can do animation on live podcasts. Blender. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to set up. They have a wizard that I had used first, just their default wizard. Why is it so light? And it looked pretty good, but you know, it's their wizard. I wanted my dwarf. And of course, I couldn't create something easy. I had to do a full rendered dwarf that was all on one layer at first, and had to split the layers up. It was a lot of work, but it was fun. I'm missing some shadow. I have to be careful. I'm getting sloppy. I don't feel tired yet, but I'm getting sloppy. Wow, not even 1 a.m. for me. Sure helps starting early. hot. Hey, Gerbil. No, I'm actually going strong. Surprisingly. I mean, I'll be on, I don't know, I might even finish this tonight. Yeah, I started a little earlier than usual, so I've gotten a lot done. And really, once I get these forms down, usually picking color is pretty darn quick. So that's why I think I might get done tonight. Plus, I always kind of want something to post to Instagram after every stream. Doesn't always work that way, but I try. Yeah, I do that. Lately I've been sticking to 3. Yeah, they're on the Instagram. So I do a pencil one that looks like pencils only. I do a blue line with inks, and then I'll do the fully rendered one. So I do typically put 3 Instagram posts for each project. And then on ArtStation, I put more steps. Usually it's like 5 steps there. Actually, there's probably more to do on this than I think, so I don't know if I'll get it done tonight, but I might try. Freaking scared me. How do you say that? What? Ka3A? How do I say your name? I'm sorry if I'm screwing it up right off the bat. But thank you for that follow. Or that, what did you do? You just followed me, right? Thank you for that follow. Kahia. Ah. Kaia. Kaia. I like it. Oh, thanks, Zod. I appreciate that. Always love it when people spread the word. Thank you very much. Zod was not following me? I can't remember how long ago. Well, I know it was a long time. I can't remember how much you were around last time, but thanks for the follow. Second time's a charm. Hey, only when someone's ready, right? So Kaya, are you a streamer too? Art streamer? Or a game streamer? Or lurker? You thought you pressed it? Yeah. I've had some folks that I thought for sure I had followed already and found out after. Not yet. You stream art on Picarto. Been thinking of using Twitch though. I actually don't know what Picarto is, which is weird because I just was reading an article on Twitch alternatives just the other day and Picarto wasn't mentioned. But I'm going to assume Twitch is the way to go. It's the big platform. So yeah, you might want to consider Twitch. It's art focused? Gotcha. Huh. Do you know if there's any tools that like will restream, go to Picarto and Twitch at the same time? I'm really surprised I haven't even heard of that before. Because that would be cool if Restream could send it to both. Oh, you know Zod, huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah, my stuff's always going to be clean, so I don't want to say clean. I would say my stuff is more reserved. I usually don't go for anything too expose. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, you're right. Can't use Restream when I'm an affiliate because you have to delay for 24 hours. Yep. Yeah, exclusive for that first 24. Yeah, that's cool. I'll still look into it. Might be something that, you know, I can have fun watching and stuff, but you know, I'll stay focused on Twitch. I wouldn't want to make any changes now anyway, but I will look into it because, like I said, never heard of it before. So welcome aboard, Kaya. Welcome aboard. And if you ever stream here, let me know. And are you using the same name on Picarto? So if I go up there and look for your stuff, is it under the same name? Kitsimi. Hello, Kitsimi. Zod, are all these friends of yours because you posted on Discord? Or is this just a coincidence? Yeah, yeah, that's how I can get away with it, right? I'll stay zoomed in. No one knows until it's too late. Then bam, naked werewolf. In fact, you know, it is a naked werewolf. Meerkat, that's another name I haven't seen in a long time. Wow. It's funny how it's like bringing up memories. That's cool. Well, hi right back. So is Meerkat in Discord or what? Yes, it is blood on the hands. Yeah, so there's going to be blood on the teeth and blood on the fingers. Cool. I'm way too conservative to do anything risque. But I guess, you know, I don't know what the terms of service is in terms of like blood, right? I know you can't do gore, but can I actually do blood? Will anyone care? Blood on a vampire or on a werewolf? I actually didn't think about that. Or are they okay with that? It's just nudity. No nipples, huh? Yeah, that's pretty extreme, but actually I'm glad. I'd rather they be strict first. Like DeviantArt got out of control with the extreme nudity. It was getting to the point it was almost porn. Let's see. You think blood is fine? Okay. Twitch get mad if you draw a nipple, even if it's just gesture. Yeah, we think that's okay too. You would stream studies sometime. Just saves tomato ketchup. There you go. Yeah, DeviantArt is for whatever you want it to be, man. I filtered out all the extreme stuff, so I don't even know, but I think they've pulled back. And they still allow nudity, of course. I don't know if they allow genitalia. But for a while they did. It was getting pretty bad. For my tastes. I don't mind it. But you know, DeviantArt, shoot, any kid could go to DeviantArt, so that was my concern. I like good old-fashioned nude studies. I mean, shoot, I'm not a prude. I like the nude studies, men or women. I like seeing all the musculature, but not so much genitalia. Yeah, I hear you, Bodhi. It's actually not so bad. I mean, once you get stuff filtered out and follow the folks that you really want to follow. The one thing I like about DeviantArt still is that, you know, you've got that board. Even Instagram, you can respond to people about all the images they post and stuff, but DeviantArt, it's more forum format. So that's still kind of cool. So that's its redeeming quality right now, is you get a forum. But in terms of galleries, you know, Instagram's the way to go. Most popular right now. So, Zod, where have you and Meerkat been then for, geez, I don't know, 3 months? And what brings you back tonight? If you don't mind me asking, that is. Just asking for conversation. I'm not trying to call you out or anything like that. Although, I think I'm just being a little bit too careful. I don't know why people get upset just for conversation. You were streaming together? Oh, wow, okay. Cool, cool. Join the voice comm. Okay. So, Zod, do you stream on Twitch or only Picarto? I wonder if I'm following you. I haven't seen you. Well, holy crap. Alright. Well, now I'm following you. Huh. See, that's an instance where I thought I was following you if you were followable, and I wasn't, so now I am. So I'll definitely keep an eye out for your streams. Yep, even Stevens. I've been following more people lately. To be more involved in their streams and stuff. Not more involved, but more aware of what people are streaming and what they're doing. It wasn't always that way, but lately I've been trying to do it more and more. I wouldn't say I quite do follow for follow, but if someone visits me a few times, I definitely try to follow them and keep tabs. The Twitch art directory, yeah. Was I at the very, very bottom or somewhere in the middle? I should be pretty low. I dream of the day that for some reason I go on that banner at the top. That would be cool. This is a weird soundtrack. Bet it goes good with your drugs. So I've just realized there's no way I'm going to get this done tonight. Too much to do. that like 2 thumbs up? Let's do a save. Okay. I have to figure out what color I'm going to use for my placement color. That'll be a good start. I kind of want them to be sort of bluish gray with some silver. I don't know. But that's what we'll start with this color. So, where'd my flats go? Oh, that's the wrong color, that's fine. That looked pretty cool. Where's my flats layer? Disappeared. Alright. In that case, flats. Hard light. 60%. Give him a pink nose. Lopsided light bulb. Yeah. You know, that's another reason why I draw like D&D creatures, because there's not too many that have to be so symmetrical like that. There you go, there's your pink nose. Get it while you can. That's a nice color. I'll have to use that for something sometime. He is a good boy. Alrighty. So, sorry, but the nose is going to start off simply black. What was that blue I had? Ooh, that's pretty bright. We'll start there anyway. Yeah. That's good. Glad you saved it. Now I'm going to realize all my borders are not set up correctly, so I have to do a lot of hand coloring. In fact, I think I'll do it this way first. Did you put in my Discord? That way we will always remember the good boy. Did you put in art? There he is. I feel embarrassed for this scary werewolf. He's not so scary anymore. Yeah, maybe I should post in that way. I'll do the I'll try to make him, you know, semi serious except for the pink nose. See if he's liked. Yeah, Zod, I agree. It's like just plopping in some color seems to do a lot right off the bat. But it's all, part of it's because I've got all the forms, right? So that's why I do that step. Because then I can put in any color and every color is already shaded. Yep, plenty of ketchup. So I am going to have to hand paint some. That's all right. Why not? But I still would like to do that. Like that. There's Meerkat. You know, I didn't want to beg, but I was hoping you would stop by for a visit. Welcome back. Good to see you again. The light bulb drawing, you're going to be putting something inside. What are you going to put inside your light bulb drawing? Being a little hermity? Yeah, that's good. But if you go back to being a hermit, just know that I'm glad to see you. A bunny and a light bulb. So is there symbolic meaning to that? Like, why those two elements? I've been doing great. I mean, real life is a challenge right now, but in terms of Twitch life, things have been going really good. Having a lot of fun drawing it, having a lot of good conversations, meeting people. So I cannot complain. I don't know if I was focused or decided to focus on D&D stuff last time you guys were here. I don't think I was. So I think that you guys were pre-decision. But that's what I try to do now, is all kinds of D&D creatures, once in a while a game boss or something like that. So that's what I've been up to drawing wise. It's been a lot of fun. Right now I'm just busy painting ketchup. Bunnies are your motif. That would be cool. So do you draw like conceptual art with bunnies? I've done a super quick look at your Instagram. I think it was your Instagram, or I might be getting you confused, to be honest, but no, I think it was your Instagram. So I think I do remember that. Yeah, some good old Heinz ketchup. Yeah, that's what you're drawing on Picardo, I bet, right? Or you do it on Twitch. Anthropomorphic stuff? Anthropomorphic, right? That's the right word. Oh, he's looking gruesome. Ha ha ha. your art. Bunny, super innocent in pure white, surrounded by skulls and storm clouds. Wow. A juxtaposition of elements. I think I'm going to check out your Instagram when I'm done and I go to bed. Because that's what I always do right before sleep. Check out Instagram stuff. So take a look at your art. I'll go to sleep with bunnies on the brain. You know, I've never thought of cropping in like that. I think I'll take you up on that suggestion and do that. It'll be a teaser shot. Because there's so many people out there who are dying to see it. But yeah, it'll be a teaser. Cool. What's weird about the progression of your art? Weird in like terms of looking at a time capsule and just seeing the past and how you were before, or something else? You learned a new weapon recently, the Meteor Hammer. Heck yeah, everyone will agree. Doing art for yourself first is the way to go. We were sort of talking along those lines earlier tonight. Maybe not so much tonight, but other nights. Because really it's about just enjoying or loving what you're doing. If you can love what you're doing, then you're doing the right thing. Because as we all know, all being artists, when you get the opportunity to do what you love, it just makes life better. You can handle a lot more in life. Alright, I think that's enough ketchup. Almost done. Well, this has to be ketchup too. What's going on there? Why can't I get there? We go. Thank you, Bodhi. Appreciate the kind words. I wanted something a little more dynamic in this picture. I've been happy with everything that I've drawn so far. And like I've been telling people, I try to raise the bar with each drawing. And usually I have a goal for each drawing as well. And this one, you know, something kind of creepy, more dynamic, more in your face. So Gerbil says, I used to love what I draw, but it would always kind of censored for your family. Just a few days ago, drew a naked chick with a snow leopard head, and my grandma liked it on Facebook. All right. Getting unconditional support from your family is always fantastic. Now, you know what? I think we underestimate our grandparents. Grandparents, they know. They appreciate art. They know what art is. They know all kinds of stuff. We just kind of forget that they know. So she probably has a genuine appreciation for your work. I don't know if I want this color or not. And maybe the rest of your family will just chill out too, because if they say, well, grandma likes it, then it must be okay to like it. We don't need to be too picky. Let's just support. Yeah. Her grandma likes naked women with cat heads. Maybe your grandma has a fetish about naked cats. That's right. So there's a history to this naked cat business. In spirit, you're getting more than one. Yeah, I like Instagram more because, you know, obviously a visual person, but Facebook is just hasn't been my favorite because, you know, just like anything posts, just kind of, I don't know, just not my favorite. But I love me some Instagram. I think Facebook is really good for family and friends. I just don't think it's my choice for public. My wife is not into my art, but she tries to be supportive. And there was one thing that she said, you know what, this is really good. She really liked, of all things, the grayscale Malthael image. So a game boss that she's never seen before, but I guess she just liked the way I set up the forms on that one. Ever since then, she's been a lot more supportive. She'll come around. I'll get her interested in fantasy anytime now. You know, I gotta learn to use Twitter better. I don't use Twitter at all. I post, there's plenty of posts on there, but I don't know how to take advantage of Twitter. And I don't think I've ever had anyone retweet anything I've had. So I wouldn't know the benefits of that. Yeah, charcoal, that's great that your family likes it. Absolutely. Is that a blue? I need to wipe that out. What is not working right now? It should be white. Maybe I have to make it white. Color it white. Can't pretend. Some people do really well. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I feel like I've got a strong set of hashtags for Instagram. I've done some research and done some comparisons and that kind of stuff. So I get a lot of visibility. I just think the one tough thing on any feed that scrolls like that though is like if you don't see it right when it posts, there's a really good chance you'll never see it. So that's always an unfortunate thing about Instagram and Twitter and anything else. The default Twitter repost thing in Instagram doesn't post as an image. So it's better through it's better through IFTTT. What is that? Yeah, okay, so a publishing platform for social media stuff. I've seen other ones. I'll look into this one too. Plenty of homework to do. Boobs. Yeah, there's a couple ways I can post to Twitter, and like I said, I don't know Twitter. It's like the least known platform that I know about. And some of them will post text only, but some of them will post images. So I have to just look into it. But yeah, I definitely would like to take advantage of Twitter a lot more. I'm trying to imagine knees together shot. That's pretty funny. Is that Patreon a thing? Oh wait, it's my website. Patronage. Oh, so what that is, I'm going to start a Patreon real soon, and all of the levels on that Keepers of the Faith link that just Nightbot posted is the exact same tier levels that I'm going to put on Patreon, because I really wanted whatever was offered on Patreon to be the same thing that could be offered on Twitch, because I didn't want to kind of manage two different things. You know, I kind of wanted to be fair just in case, because my whole thing is people can follow me on any platform of their choice, and so I'm trying to make it so there's no advantage on one platform over another. So if they trust Patreon and want to do anything through Patreon, they can do that. If they want to do it through my website, they can do that. Or basically they can just read the page and say, hey, you know, I want this level, and I'll give it to you through bits or sub or whatever, and they can get the same thing. So yeah, trying to have this cohesive offering across all the platforms. Which link? Oh, you know what? Patreon's not really up yet, so it's probably just not functional. I still have to develop the tiers and stuff officially on Patreon. So if you want to see it, I would do the if you scroll up, the Nightbot said level up your patronage, info found at, you know, and there's a link that goes Keeper of the Faith. That's all the exact same information that I'll put on Patreon later on. But yeah, Patreon won't be up for at least another week. But I've had the links there. Like, I have the Patreon account, but no tiers yet. So it's not official just yet. Cool, man. I'm glad you guys are sticking with me tonight. Yeah, I like thick blood. Something that seems like it's really goopy, sticky, tasty for a werewolf. Stupid milk. Did you try to drink out of the wrong side of the glass? At my computer, I won't have my drink within arm's reach. Like my drink never sits in front of my computer space because I've almost spilled it in my computer space. So I always have to reach for my drink. Makes me more careful to go grab it. Like now. You didn't spill on your keyboard or anything, did you? I hope not. He sure is blue. Yeah. I'm going to try something here. Overlay, white, paint. Maybe too white. 50%. That's better. Absolutely. Fire away. Items available in a clothing store. Okay. What's crevet? A frilly shirt. Okay. Like Renaissance style? Making up items available in a clothing store, fantasy style. So you're looking for ideas or other products? Other clothing items or what? A nice variety. Fantasy style. Well, since we're brainstorming, that means any idea is okay to kind of throw out there. The first thing I thought about was LARP stuff, you know, and maybe checking to see what other LARP folks are wearing, because a lot of them have some really good costume pieces. So that might give you at least some ideas. And it'll kind of let you know what people are actually buying. Well, it's fantasy, so it's not a true era anyway. It's not a time period. So when someone says high fantasy to me, I think more traditional stuff. Is that what you're shooting for? Like, is Lord of the Rings high fantasy? Or no? See, Meerkat's got the bug. So there you go, Bodhi. You guys are going to work something out. I had a shirt that wasn't so frilly. It was tied with a string at the chest. It was more like tunic style. So maybe that's something that would work out. What are you saying? We haven't solved your brainstorming issue yet? But I think I'm assuming you want something more medieval styled, right? High adventure quests and magic swords. So I'm afraid I'm not being much help. Sorry about that. Yeah, much better than that awful blue I had. I probably will color him tomorrow. Well, I know I'm going to color him tomorrow. I've already decided because I'm kind of getting tired. But I want to add more color to him. Like his hair will probably be a different color than the rest of the body. You know, a little bit darker. Now put the pink nose. All right, let me save it, and I'll make you a pink nose again. You can take another picture. Now just imagine this gruesome image without a werewolf. It was a bunny instead. Would that work for you, Gerbil? I should look at the camera. You know, there was a streamer, another artist, and she always looks at the camera. And I think, you know what, that's kind of cool because then you feel like she's talking to you. So I gotta get used to looking at the camera. I always look at like over here. Don't fight it, Bodhi. You're gonna love the pink nose. I think it was, I don't remember which pink it was. I think it was this pink. Woo. That's pretty pink. That's like that. All right, there you go. Get your screen grab. He almost looks cute. I feel like I should give him pink hair or something. What animals have pink noses? Oh, man. A pink nose sure stands out. Yeah. I wonder if there used to be a D&D creature called a Vorpal bunny. I wonder if that's on my list. That could be something that I draw. All right. Oh, that's, yeah. I'll put a little face, a generic face up there. See, to me, that's weird. It's weird staring at the camera and talking to the camera. But when I stare at chat, no problem. That's not weird to me. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Pinky nose. So what suggestions you guys got color-wise? What do you think would look good? I want to see what other people colored their werewolves. I could put some white on them. More gray. Yeah, gray's pretty common. Yeah, I like the scar idea. Charcoal gradient on the ridges of his bone structures. Highlights on the nose. Yeah, I'm going to another layer that I'm going to have, well, 2 more layers, and I'm going to do this tomorrow night, is the true shadows, because right now, you know, he's got form, but he doesn't really have any true shadows. So the shadows and the key light will be next time. So I can highlight the nose then, put some gradients on the ridge bones so that they show up a little bit better. Gray him down a bit in spots would be cool. Yeah, absolutely, because he's too monotone right now. Yep. Okay. Well, that works tonight. Works for tonight. A tiny pink spot. It'll be a pink scar. How's that? So if I did that, do a border real quick. Where is it? There we go. I think the shape of it would be a little bit more L-shaped though. I like it. I think I will put some scars on them. Oh, you know what? His fingernails, especially those first two fingers, should be all red as well. They shouldn't be fingernail color. All right. So one more save. Yeah, so it'll be the pink nose that could. The scar will represent the possibilities of pink nose. Thanks for coming around, Meerkat. And thanks everyone else. This is officially I'm done for the night time. I went longer than planned, but that's okay. It was all good. So come back tomorrow. I promise I'll get this guy finished up. We do a lot of shadows, a lot of key lights, and we'll add more details like the scars, because now that I see that, I definitely want another scar going across his eye or something. Yeah, well, the scars will be from whoever he attacked, right? Trying to fight back. But I definitely like the idea of having a nice thick scar across his eye. I think that'll look cool. Tavashri's still here. King of the lurkers. I don't know, is Plushie still here? Okay, folks. I hope to see you all again tomorrow night. I'll be back as I fade away.